welcome everybody. I'm Floriane Gussiglio. I'm the new international and general delegate of ParisTech, and I'm very happy to welcome you here to present you our schools, the network of ParisTechs, and also the CSC PhD program of ParisTech, and we will give you all the information you may need to apply in our program. So I will share my screen right away. So here the summary of our presentation today. I will give you a brief speech about ParisTech and our network, and then I will go further with all the details you may need about how to apply, and most of all the calendar and steps, because I'm sure it's the most important thing for you if you consider to apply with us. We will also have a little talk about excellence in our labs. So yes, we will have a little talk about our excellence in research and our domains. And then I'm happy to tell you that we will be welcoming some advisors of our different schools, and they will be able to present you their schools and also what they do. And it will be for you some useful information. So here about our guest, we will have, so for Arts et Métiers, the school Arts et Métiers, Mohamed Ben Betayeb, who is a scientific advisor and a professor in Arts et Métiers, in the school Arts et Métiers, and all the people below are the people who presented some PhD subjects. I'm sure you have seen all the projects of the PhD topics that we present to you in our website. So these people are here to explain with more details what they want to, on what they want to work with you, and the detail of the topics. So you will have people from Arts et Métiers. Mohamed will talk to you about the school, and the other about the topics that they presented to you. Then we will have the same presentation with Chimie ParisTech, except that the presentation of the school will start at 1 p.m. in room 5. I will explain that later to you, but actually after the general presentation, we will have separate rooms. And regarding the subject you are interested for, you can go in room 1 or room 2. And in room 5, it will be a specific room for Chimie ParisTech with Ilaria Ciofini, and she will present the school, and then you will be able to meet with the advisors too, and the people who are able to explain to you their subjects. And finally, we have also ESPCI with us, and Xiaoping Jia is here with us, and also Sylvain Patinet, and they will do the same presentation with you a little bit later. So first of all, as I said, brief ParisTech's introduction. I'm sure you already heard about it, so I'm going to be brief about that. So ParisTech is a network of schools. We are 6 graduate schools in Paris, and we have 2 big campuses in Paris area. So as you can see here, it's Palaiseau. It's near Paris, but not exactly in Paris. And we have Agro ParisTech and l'Institut d'Optique, and those 2 schools belong to the University Paris-Saclay. So this is one of the most competitive university that we have in France, and it's next to Paris, very close to Paris. But for the other school of our network, it's directly in the center of Paris, basically. So we have Les Mines, but we have Chimie, ESPCI, and Arts et Métiers, and those schools are the most important for you because they are the school that you are where you can apply for our program. So it's the center of Paris, and most of all, the 3 schools here belong to PSL University, so Paris Science and Letters, Paris Sciences et Lettres, and this is also a very good university in France. So I would like to present to you now some key figures, just to maybe let you imagine how strong our school are. So we have more than 11,000 students, and most of all 80 labs, and a lot, almost uh, uh, around 70 international agreements, and more than I'm sorry, excuse me, more than 1,500 PhD candidates. And what you have to understand is that at a national level, those numbers show our excellence and how competitive we are. And this is also why we have why I want to present you a little bit of history of ParisTech. So you have here the 6 schools of ParisTech originally, and as you can see, we have a very ancient history with our school. This graph shows that our school are amongst the most historic and ancient school in France, and that can also show you our expertise and how good the schools are in what they do. And I give you a little example of that. I wanted to show you this. So this is our Nobel Prizes. So many Nobel Prizes winners studied in the School of ParisTech, and this is the most important information maybe that I want you to keep in mind, because that means something very simple. That means that the schools have reached the highest level in their category. And so you can have, for instance, Marie Curie. I'm sure you have heard about her, but also Alain Aspect, and it's not written, but he has a Nobel Prize in 2022, so very recently. So now, why choose France? So of course, I can tell you that you can choose France because it's the most beautiful country in the world and you will enjoy it. But there is other specific reason, and maybe you will agree with that. So regarding the excellence in science and technology and business, it's a very good choice to choose France because we are the 7th economic power in the world, and we have international company leaders in a lot of sectors that are related to the discipline that we are studying in our school, studying and teaching in our school. So materials, buildings, energy, etc. Paris and Paris area is a very dynamic region. As you probably know, France is built around Paris, meaning that Paris is a heart, is a economic and economic heart of France. So you can have a lot of opportunities as a student and as an industry if you are in this area. Most of all, France has a reputation and a solid reputation for excellence of the higher education systems. So it is a destination that a lot of students can choose because we have a lot of scholarships and we support our international mobility. And this is important for us to welcome a lot of international students coming from everywhere, because we believe in diversity. We believe that comparing our ways to teach and our ways to learn is a richness for everybody. So that's why we have also a lot of international academic partners, and that can the other point which is very interesting for you is that the tuition fees are lower than in most of the Western countries, because we have a public system which is very strong in France, and we can allow our students to study in very competitive environment for fees that are very low regarding, for instance, United States. And like I said too, in science and technology, it's a leader worldwide. It's a country of mathematicians, and we prove our excellencies on a lot of domains like chemistry, civil engineering, etc. I want to focus a little bit about the last line, world famous research organization. It's very important for you. It's about the organization in research that we have. And I'm sure you already heard about CNRS, INRAE, INSERM, CEA, etc. because they have they count in our world today. Then, regarding something else that's just studying, because if you are coming here, you will also live in our country and benefit from it. So I'm sure you know that we are an ancient country of culture. So there is a lot of traditions, there is a lot of art in story, and we are also proud of our quality of life. Regarding food, for instance, but also the simple fact to be in Paris and to are able to work and evaluate in such a beautiful environment with all the museum and building that we have. Be sure also that we are very strong about our values like freedom, equality, brotherhood, inclusion, and cosmopolitanism. And also, which is very important when you are studying in France, we value very much the critical thinking, and we have a strong attachment to science and innovation. And we believe that with our international students and with a very good partnership between our professors, our students, and the international students that we can welcome, it could be something very it could be a great benefit for the research, the science, and the innovation. We intend also to play a key role in ecological transition and climate change. That's why maybe you notice it. You can work. Some of the topics are directly directed toward ecological transition and climate change. And French language is an official language of more than 300 million people. That's why maybe we are not so good in English sometimes. And it's an important language for business in the world after English and Mandarin Chinese, of course. So please choose France, like we said. It's a very beautiful country and we have a lot to offer. So then now I'm gonna get a little bit technical because it's the most important thing for you is getting all the information you may need regarding your application. So what we are looking for, it's first of all, please be careful about this. Applicants must be citizens of the People's Republic of China at the time of the application. Just have that in mind in case. You are supposed to be studying in China at final year of master degree or in the first PhD year recommended by your home university for co-supervised PhD. So when you come to studying in France, it's it's the second last year of masters, okay? And it's in this year that you can apply for the CSC scholarship. And I would like to insist on that. Maybe some of you have already studied in France for a diplôme d'ingénieur, because we have also a program for the diplôme d'ingénieur. And maybe you already received the funding from the CSC ParisTech 9+9 program. It was the name of the program. So you are also encouraged to apply again. It's not a problem that you already did it. So please feel free to apply again if you are in that case. Regarding the working, you are a master holder and you work in a company that agrees with your PhD project. So regarding all the criteria that we need, it's about this. Of course, I'm going to share with you the presentation, okay? And all this information, you can have it here with the QR code, but it's also already in our website. Yes, I have to. I have to say that, of course, it's a selective application. we're gonna look in your file. We're gonna have some discussion between us to choose the best file. It's just normal. So if you have an excellent academic record, it will help, of course, in the relevant discipline that you choose. And you should have good command of written and spoken English, because everything is going to be in English, basically. And please work. You can start to work on a coherent personal and professional plan if it's not done already, because in the interview we will ask for it. We want to know why you are studying this specific discipline, what are your plans in the future, and how you can intend to work in which domain and everything. Yeah, a little tips for you. Learn as much as you can about the labs, the PhD advisors, and past and present work, just to be sure that your project is coherent with theirs, and it could be a good step to go further in your project. About the scholarship, so as you can see, you can have an amount per month for the duration specified in your admission letter, so it comes later, and one-time round-trip international travel expenses by the most economical route. But it's interesting. So the duration, it's between 36 and 48 months for a full PhD, or 6 and 24 months for co-supervised PhD. So you will be able to choose between the two, to explain your choice in the file. And of course, you are committed to go back to China at the end of your PhD. And if there is exception, maybe we have exception, it's to be found on the CSC website. So the calendar, once again, you can find everything in our website, and I strongly recommend to visit in a regular basis our website, because sometimes we just update some information, but all the most important information are already there, so you can totally go and see what we already put there in this address. For our campaign, we will have 16 research labs, 550 PhD proposals in many fields and in different cities. But most important things, I'm sorry, it's not this one. This one. I will go back to the other slide later. So this slide is for me the most important, maybe. But once again, you can find it in our website. So please be sure, if you want to apply, to do it before midnight on December 8th, because it's the application deadline, and we will not be able to do something if you pass the deadline. And then, just for your information, you will have a notification before, at December 20. And then you will have a bunch of interviews, live interviews with PhD advisor, with a ParisTech admission board, but step by step, okay? First, if you want to apply, just apply, and then we will send you a lot of email with all the information for the further steps. And usually, you can have the results for the scholarship. It's important, end of May or early June, and an official admission letter from June to September. So you can already plan to come back to come to France for September or October maximum 2025. Just yes, this is our social media accounts, and we also upload. We also update very often our information on these social media accounts if you need to find something. And so some key points. Yeah, in your application file, the file you submit should be complete, of course, in summary, okay, I just it's just a summary of what I just said. Excellence of academic transcript, ranking, it's personal ranking that we are asking for. Personal ranking and ranking of your university at national and international level. So you have to ask for it in your university if you don't know it. It has to be the real numbers, not something that you can imagine. And referrals. During the interview, so later, starting January, your capacity to communicate in English and even in French, if you are able to, it could be a bonus. Your capacity to present and explain clearly your personal and professional project. That's what I said earlier. It has to be coherent. It has to be coherent with the topic that you choose, because it will be a strong point of your file if you are able to demonstrate that it's part of a global project of your life. And during the interview with the potential PhD supervisor, just be sure that that you deeply understand the requirements and the thesis of the labs that you are looking for, and that your scientific level is also sufficient and relevant. And of course, ParisTech will guide you throughout the entire process, including the CSC application. You will receive mails once again for each step. So yeah, just be relaxed about it for now. Yeah, about the tuition fee, you can find it here. So as you can see, when I said earlier that we were very cheap with tuition, it was real. So yeah. And I already said that. Once again, you will have the presentation. So yeah, be prepared to arrive in France in September or October 2025. It's the most important information, I guess. Okay. So yes, this slide is maybe important for you regarding the ranking, but I don't have a lot of time left. So I would like to let the people from the school speak, because it's very important for you to hear them and to hear the specific way of functioning of every school. So please take a look at that, and then we will be available with Ms. Minoura Yang to answer all the questions you may have by mail or on the social network also, if you have a more specific question about the general functionment of ParisTech. And yes, I already talked about this. And yes, this QR code is the last one you may need. It's about the labs in each school. You can find it also in the website. I'm sure you already see it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Xiaoping Jia. I will present very briefly the ESPCI Paris PSL. So the next slides, please. Yeah, so this year we will have just 9 PhD proposals in 4 fields, and by the if you can see by the 5 laboratories just listed below, we will give you the details just later. Next slide, please.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we have a short video. Go ahead.
Yeah,
given by.
Sorry, can I launch the video or not yet?
Yes, please. So it's a presentation by our director of research, Costantino Codon. Please go ahead.
Bonjour, ni hao. Hello. I'm Costantino Creton, the Vice President Research of ESPCI Paris PSL. ESPCI Paris PSL is a small engineering school with a strong focus on research. We're located in the center of Paris, and we have 11 research laboratories that work on interdisciplinary research at the interface between chemistry, physics, and biology. In biology, we have a laboratory dedicated to neurosciences, and we also have a strong focus of microfluidics for medical and pharmaceutical applications. and also wave physics for medicine. In chemistry, we have a very strong focus on chemistry of materials, but also on organic chemistry and more recently on biochemistry. In physics, our laboratories focus on wave physics, optics, and acoustics, on solid-state physics, for example, low-temperature superconductivity, and also on soft matter physics, which is a very strong focus of the ESPCI. Every year, our researchers publish about 500 research papers, out of which 10 to 15% are published in journals with an impact factor higher than 10. We also patent. We have about 30 patents every year coming from the research of the school, and 2 or 3 startup companies that are being founded from researches done within ESPCI Paris. A researcher at the school is someone fundamentally interested in interdisciplinary science and also as much into fundamental and applied science. Our academically oriented PhD graduates continue on to postdocs in prestigious universities in Europe and the United States, and usually end up professors in very well-known universities worldwide. We also have strong ties to industry, and the majority of our PhD graduates will go to our research and development jobs in industry. The first reason to come to France is really Paris. Paris is a beautiful city to live in, but it's also a great scientific center. And you will always find in one of the Parisian laboratories the expertise you need to advance your research project. Additionally, mentoring at ESPCI is very personalized. You will not have more than 2 or 3 PhD students per advisor, and will have ample time to discuss with them. My best advice to you would be to look carefully at the research group and what they do and what they have done before you actually pick a research PhD topic. À bientôt. I can. See you soon.
Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, I think it's a brief presentation of our school and the different labs. If you want to go to see some details, you may find all this information from this code. Okay.
Next slide.
Yeah, this one just to remind you again, we have 3 important axes of the school: the biology, chemistry, and the physics, with the different laboratory skills, which is very transdisciplinary. The next one. Yeah, they are the people's. Also, the research infrastructure is very important at our lab. We are largely involved in the European research councils, in the different domains. And the next one. Yeah, here is a summary of the key facts and features already reminded in the short videos. We have the Nobel Prize, of course, but also many the important partnership with the industries. You can see here. The next slide. Yeah, okay. So it's done for us. Okay, it's good enough. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Xiaoping. So I wanted to know if Mohamed Ben Betayem.
I am here, Florian.
Oh, super, formidable. Okay. Welcome, Mohamed.
Because I have a problem of connection with Zoom.
Yeah, of course, it happens. It happens.
In the same campus. Okay.
That's perfect. I'm just putting your slide, okay? You just tell me when you
Next
need.
slide.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So hello everyone. Thank you for joining this meeting. Today I am excited to introduce you to the Arts. Yeah, in this slide, nice. To introduce to the Arts Institute of Technology, which is known as the name ENSAM, as a world-renowned institution in the field of engineering and technology. This presentation is tailored to provide you with insights into the research opportunities and the vibrant academic environment that we offer to international PhD students, specifically through our collaboration with the China Scholarship Council. Next slide, please, Florian.
Of course.
So, founded in 1780, ENSAM has rich history in engineering education. Our institution has grown to encompass eight campuses, 3 satellite locations, and even an international campus in Rabat in Morocco, with over 6,300 students, 1,100 faculty and staff, and 130 million euro as annual budget. ENSAM is one of Europe's largest engineering schools, offering advanced expertise and a powerful network with over 34,000 alumni over the world. Next slide, please. So in ENSAM, we have 3 strategic scientific or research themes. The first one is the life cycle digitalization. The second one is sustainable engineering and low carbon and cyber physical systems. And the third is cyber physical systems. I will come back after to this point with more details. Next slide, please, Florian.
Yes.
At ENSAM, research and innovation are core pillars of our institution. We are committed to advancing technology and solving complex industrial challenges through collaborative research. Currently, ENSAM has 15 research laboratories focused on a variety of engineering fields, and we have established 7 industrial research chairs that connect us with industry leaders. In 2019, ENSAM strong research activity was demonstrated by the filling of 70 partners, showcasing our commitment to innovative technology. Yeah. We also maintain 9 collaborative labs where students can work directly with industry partners for real-world challenge. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, here we have the geographic location of our 8 campuses. ENSAM offers a range of state-of-the-art research infrastructure across its campuses designed to support high-level advanced research. Additionally, each campus has laboratories with distinct area of expertise, such as virtual reality lab in Angers, for example, and advanced manufacturing facilities. These resources allow our students to engage directly with the tools and technologies that drive innovation in today's industry. This practical approach to research prepares students for real-world challenge and enable them to contribute effectively to their field. Next slide. We have here some examples of our research infrastructure in the different campuses. We have the campus of Metz, Angers, Paris, and Lille. Next slide, please, Florian. Et donc, ENSAM is engaged in extensive international collaboration, especially with Europe, where we actively participate in 23 European-funded projects, including prestigious programs like Horizon 2020. We also have a strong record of partnership with institutions such as CNRS, with awarded ENSAM a silver medal for excellence in research, as well as with industry partners who support our long-term projects, researchers, and innovative labs. You can go to the last slide.
Yes.
You can progress quickly. Here we have some examples.
Yes.
Yeah, the last slide. So as a conclusion.
Yes.
Yeah, the last slide to be quick. As a conclusion,
yes,
Sam has a long-standing relationship with the Chinese academic institution. In 2018, we celebrated 3 years of collaboration with Beihang University, for example. In addition to Beihang, we partner with top universities across China, including Tsinghua partnerships, the university, Tongji University, SJTU universities, among others. These partnerships not only enhance our research capability, but also create meaningful opportunity for our students to engage in cross-cultural academic exchange. Choosing ENSA for your PhD means doing community. I stop. I can continue two, 3 sentences. Okay. Choosing ENSA for your PhD means joining a community that is dedicated to cutting-edge research and innovation, supported by a network of global partnership and industry connections. I stop here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mohamed. All right. Yes, we are here again, and yes, I would like just to show you we collected with Minhua some question that the students have most of the time, so we can maybe answer it right now, so it's done, and then I'm gonna let you go in the rooms that you choose for your topics. So question: if there is a specific English certificate I need to prepare to prove the English ability, no, we accept all recognized English certificates. So if you are in 3rd year of your PhD, you can apply to this project because it's possible for co-supervised students. You should provide all your transcript of bachelor and master. Regarding the PPT and the video today, like I said, we will send the slide to all participants and you can watch the video and also on the social media or Bilibili in our website. Do the applicant need to use PPT to introduce ourselves at the beginning? You can prepare it if you want, but it's not necessary. As I said earlier, if you are currently working, it's not a problem to apply for the program if the company agrees, so you have to check with them. Is the project just for students who apply for the CSC scholarship, or it's also for the funding supported study? And this program, be careful, is just for students with CSC scholarship, sorry. We highly recommend you to contact the supervisor as soon as possible. So that's why also we organized this webinar, because you will be able to meet now with the supervisor and the advisor, and maybe some of you, I know that some of you already did. I know that some of you are already in contact with advisor and supervisor. That's great, but it's also another occasion to meet them and to begin to build the relationship you will have in this project. So yes. So I'm done for my part, and now you will be able to go in a separate room